Hey folks, Eric Lemy here. Yes, you are watching yet another video and episode from my YouTube channel and vlog, which I present to you all. My sentimental thoughts come from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 842. After this, will be 158 episodes to 1,000. I hope to reach 1,000 by the end of this year. I'm going to try to, because it's been a lot going on, and possibly because of the pandemic has... in other ways, you know, there's some good sides and bad sides, obviously, to the pandemic. The good side of it is me uploading all these crazy videos. I know I could be a nuisance sometimes on YouTube, but I want to be an entertainer. I want people to know that I'm still alive. I'm still here, bringing great content to you guys. I'm trying to go by the YouTube guidelines, and here we go. So, September 18th, that's a week from this Friday, comes out with WWE 2K BattleGrounds. I pre-ordered it and bought the whole thing on WWE 2K BattleGrounds at the Haven GameStop. So, I figured out, and they have a creator wrestler mode, and I'm checking out the roster of superstars right now, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun. And what I can do is I am going to have a lot of fun here. I'm checking out some of the, here we go, and, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, so I have they have a creator wrestler character, okay, and I'm really excited about the creator wrestler character, because I want to bring the Eliminator, bring him to life on WWE 2K BattleGrounds for the Nintendo Switch. So, why I decided to do that? I am going to bring the Eliminator to WWE 2K BattleGrounds. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a promo. I want to cut a promo against some of the superstars that my Eliminator, my created character, is going to face in 2K BattleGrounds. And I figured I would bring some gold with him. Alright? So, the Intercontinental go. So, here we go. 2K BattleGrounds is coming out for the Nintendo Switch September the 18th. I, the Eliminator, cannot wait to be brought to life by my creator, Mr. Eric Lema. The Eliminator, Eric Lema, is coming to 2K BattleGrounds. And he's coming for some gold. This is my inspiration. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. It is the workhorse title. The People's Championship. A championship of the people. The Rock may call himself the People's Champ, but I'm the People's Choice. And Rock, if you have a problem with that, you step in the ring. In Hollywood, you have many roles that you have known over the years. But you're going to know your latest role. Victim. Defeated at the hands of the Eliminator. When the Eliminator pins you in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. You're going to be counting the lights. Or checking out the birdies in the sky. Because it's 2K BattleGrounds, because any arena could be different. You'd be counting the lights in the ceilings, or you'd be counting the birds flying all over the sky. Or I could toss you into a swamp where the alligators can get you. Speaking of the swamp, that brings me to Bray Wyatt. Whether you be Mr. Louisiana back preacher, with a fedora hat, sitting down talking like you're wailing mercy, know what I mean? Or you could be the Fiend, and you tell people to let me in. I'll let you in my neighborhood, but you're not going to walk out my neighborhood the same way, Bray Wyatt. That evil grin that you have in that Fiend mask of yours will be a sad face like it's a tragedy. Hey, you're gonna cry. You're gonna look at Mercy the Buzzard, Huskus the Pig, Abby the Witch, Ramblin' Rabbit. You're gonna tell them, I failed you, my friends. This Eliminator guy is a lot tougher than I thought. And there you go to AJ Styles, the guy with the biggest mouth on the planet. AJ Styles, you complain about just about everything in life. Jeff Hardy beat me for the Intercontinental title. Gives you that knee brace. Shut up, AJ Styles. If the Eliminators decide to step in the ring with you, at 2K BattleGrounds. Brother, you're about to find out the hard way what total elimination is all about when you step into the neighborhood of the Eliminator. But let's talk about Baron Corbin. He calls himself King. Corbin, you're the clown with the star-screen crown. And believe me, let me put this title down. When you step in the ring with the Eliminator knows who's going to be the real king, and that's going to be the Eliminator. Eric Lima, stepping in 2K Battlegrounds, will take his place as King of the Ring, King of the 2K Battlegrounds. And Baron Corbin, you're on his hit list, and the Eliminator knows you're going down. Akira Tozawa, King of the Ninjas, speaking of which. You want to hide behind ninjas, harass R-Truth for the 24/7 title, but let me explain to you something, Mr. Akira Tozawa. I will outsmart you, outwit you. I will step in the ring with you, and when you come at me, whammo! A clothesline will knock you ninjas flat. And when I hit you with the OTA, the off the air, 1, 2, 3, you're going to find out what you've known all along, that Eric the Eliminator Lima is your sensei. And then, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. You tell everybody you're going to get these hands. Let me tell you something, big man. I ain't afraid of you. I know you can tip up over cars, semi-trucks, ambulances, vans. But the only thing that's going to happen to you is when the Eliminator grabs you and throws you and then feeds you to the alligators for a great, beautiful dinner snack. Or it could be a full-course meal. That's what you look like. And that brings me to Bobby Lashley. You're part of the Hurt Business. You, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and now Cedric Alexander, whom I call Mo, Larry, and Shep, you must be curly. But let me tell you something, Bobby Lashley. Lana is the least of your problems, sweetheart. Because when you step in the ring with the Eliminator, you step in the neighborhood, your power and brute strength alone cannot defeat the Eliminator. No. What's going to happen to you? I will outthink you. I will outsmart you. I will defeat you in that ring. And believe me, I will tell you who's king. How about the New Day? The New Day. Big E, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. Let me start with you, Big E. You've always been the goofy, funny one. When you get in the ring, get serious. You've been starting to get serious. Let me tell you something. Big E. Your hip shaking, your wiggling days, and your big ending finishing maneuver will knock the Eliminator out of any tournament in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. When you step in the ring with me, you step in my neighborhood, remember this. What decision are you going to make to defeat me? What moves, what strategies are you going to utilize? Are you going to have Kofi and Xavier help? Kofi Kingston, a fellow Massachusetts native, so to speak. I know he's from Ghana, West Africa, but he grew up in Massachusetts, my friend. Went to Boston College. You know, Kofi, I respect you because you are a Patriots fan like myself. You got the SOS of Trouble in Paradise. You made WWE history at WrestleMania 35, becoming the first African-American WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the Eliminator has always been respectful of that. Always happy, always a big fan of New Day. But gentlemen, with Kofi, when you step in the ring with me, it's a whole different ball game. I may use the Intercontinental title as my inspiration, but being WWE Champion is what I want to be. And if that title is on the line at 2K Battlegrounds and you have it, I'll be taking it away from you. And Xavier Woods, I may have to take over your show, up, down, down. And then kick out the left, right guys, trip Tyler Breeze of that title, and crown myself champion. If you step in the ring with me at 2K Battlegrounds, you better get ready to bring it. Bring it all you got, because I am not backing down. How about Kevin Owens? Fight, Owens, fight. You always want to fight. And believe me, my man, you better get ready, because I am not going to back down from you at all. What about Elias? Elias, you like to strum and sing songs. You ask people, who wants to walk with Elias? When I get done with you, somebody's going to walk with Lima. Maybe all the lovely ladies that want to walk with Lima instead of walk with you, Elias. Because when I get done with you in the ring, uno, dos, tres, you will lose the match. Speaking of uno, dos, tres, I'm talking about two members of the Lucha House Party in the game. Kalisto, Lince Dorado. I'll take you two boys on. You better get ready to bring it. You better get ready to bring it all you got. You better come at me. You better come at me hard. Hit me hard. Hit me fast. Hit me with some light speed quickness. Because that's the only way you can beat me. But get caught in my grips. OTA all over. Rey Mysterio. Rey, you're another one. Hit me hard. Hit me fast. You're a cruiserweight. Move like lightning. I'm a big man. I can be slow. Try to take advantage. And I'll tell you what. If you run into my grips, OTA, you're done. Hulk Hogan's going to be in his head. The Hulkster. Hulk Hogan, you always ask what you going to do, brother. Well, guess what? Hulkamania is not going to run wild. Lima Mania is going to run wild. And when the Eliminator gets done with you, it will be all over. Curtains for you, my friend. Hulkamania will die forever. Speaking of death of Hulkamania, that brings me to The Undertaker. Dead man. I've been waiting a long time to come to fight you. The Eliminator's been waiting this moment at 2K BattleGrounds. I'm going to get that opportunity. When you and I stare at each other face to face, I'm going to look at you and say, I'm not afraid of you. You better bring all you got. Bring 110% of you, Undertaker. Bring everything you've got. Bring your moves when you were the dead man. Bring the moves that you have now. Heck, bring your American BA self to the ring so I can pound it. And once I'm done with you, I will throw you in the casket. I will call your wife, Michelle McCool. I said, come take this. Get this piece of trash of your husband out of the ring. That way I can take my spot as king of the WWE 2K BattleGrounds. And talk about being a big dog, Roman Reigns. You maybe even been a bigger dog when you had Paul Heyman now as your advocate. Let me tell you something. Paul Heyman's not going to save you. Because when I get done with the ring, I will ship you out the same way I shipped the Undertaker out. And that brings me to another idiot. Brock Lesnar. He's in the game. You look like Rob Gronkowski on crack. But let me tell you something there, Brock Lesnar. You're going to find out the hard way. You step in the ring with me. This is going to be worse than a UFC fight that you've been in. I will punch you. I will punch you in the face. I will knock you out so hard that you're going to become crying home to your lovely wife, Sable. What happened? And she's going to ask, honey, what happened? Oh, the Eliminator punched me. I lost it to you, BattleGrounds. You're going to be crying home to your wife, Brock Lesnar. Let me tell you something. WE 2K BattleGrounds will be my game when I get done with you in the ring. How about you, Big Show? Yeah, your show got canceled. So will you when I step in the ring with you at 2K BattleGrounds. Can't wait for 2K BattleGrounds. The Eliminator is going to run the neighborhood, and you will be out of it when I get done with you. How about Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion? Drew McIntyre. You like Claymoring people in the face? Try a Claymore kick me in the face in 2K BattleGrounds. The Eliminator is going to eliminate you. It's easy, snap, easy like that. How about Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Show-Off? Mr. It could have been me. Why are you too busy trying to sabotage the relationship of Otis and Mandy Rose? The Eliminator's been getting himself ready for 2K BattleGrounds. And if you're going to step in the ring with me at 2K BattleGrounds, you better bring it all you got, baby, because I'm going to bring it. I will show off my finishing maneuver, the off the air. When I get you in it, you're never going to get out of it. Boom. The 3 count is over. You're done. And how about John Cena? Mr. You Can't See Me. Yeah. Fruity Pebbles, Power Rangers. You've been referred to with Bill and I's Bang the Teletubby. But let me explain to you something, Mr. Cena. All right, you may be a fellow Massachusetts native like myself, but I come from the meanest. But the Eliminator comes from the meanest streets in New Bedford, Massachusetts. He's ready to go, loaded for bear. He's gonna come at you like a bull in a china shop. You better bring that lightning fist of doom with you, because I'll tell you one thing: the one move that's gonna knock you out in 2K BattleGrounds is my OTA, the off the air. And once I hit it, game over, lights out, school's over, close up shop, baby. Now, let's see, who else can I... Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. You may be a big man, you may be a tough man. You like putting people to sleep with that coquina clutch. Let me tell you something, son. I'll be putting you to sleep when I hit you with the OTA. And how about Triple H and Shawn Michaels, a.k.a. D-Generation X? Gentlemen, I got 2 words for you. Actually, no. I got 3. Off the air. My new finishing maneuver in 2K BattleGrounds, once I learn how to use it and master it a little bit more, you two will be sucking on something. It's called a canvas. And how about Yokozuna? Big man, you scream Banzai. Well, guess what? I scream Leroy Jenkins. And when I knock you out with the OTA, you won't get up. And you'll be like a beach whale in New Bedford. Bring him back to the sea, my friends. He ain't getting up from that. And how about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's got his own show, the Broken Skull Sessions. I like the show. I'm a big fan of the show. And believe me, really cool interviewing the superstars. For Stone Cold, I don't drink beer, but I'll take your beer and bash your face in it with a can at 2K BattleGrounds when it comes around, baby. When it comes around, the Eliminator is going to hit you with the OTA. I'll be ready for the stunner. But are you ready for the OTA? And it brings me to a man who's the money maker. The Miz. Really? Really? I look at The Miz, he looks like the love child of Fire Marshal Bill and Mr. Ed. Let me tell you something, Mizzy boy. You may have your own show. You have Cannonball. You get Miz and Mrs. You make you think you're funny. I know my favorite part in Miz and Mrs. when you try to find out the sex of your baby and you get hit in the nuts with those confetti things. I laughed my butt off so hard. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And believe me, Miz, 2K BattleGrounds, what's going to be even funnier is when I knock you out, baby. When I knock you out with the OTA. Alright? And I'll tell you what. I'm excited about it. I am excited. Shinsuke Nakamura is going to be in this game. You always go for the Kinshasa. Well, guess what? I got my OTA. It's ready to go. 2K BattleGrounds, baby. You step in the ring with me. And I'm going to get you. How about R-Truth? Now, R-Truth, your brains have been scrambled all over the place to the point where you thought Drake Maverick's marriage was constipated. Let me tell you something, R-Truth. If in 2K BattleGrounds that 24/7 title is in the game, I'm going to take that title from you. But I'm not going to disguise myself or run. I'm going to come at you like a bullet train. Whammo! I will beat you and become the 24/7 heavyweight champion. And believe me, I back down from nobody. Randy Orton, Legend Killer, I already mentioned him. Eric Rowan, Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah? Are you kidding me? Seth Rollins? Blasphemous. Blasphemous, Seth Rollins at 2K BattleGrounds. You talk about sacrifices? The ultimate sacrifice is going to be made when I get you in the ring in 2K BattleGrounds. Slam me with the OTA. It'll be 1, 2, 3. You'll be making the ultimate sacrifice. And you're going to be begging Murphy for help. Alright? I am checking the list of... You know what's going to happen? Let's talk about the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, who's going to be post-launch available. British Bulldog, you better get ready. Because I ain't backing down from nobody. They're running Power Slam. You're steps after the World Wrestling Federation Championship. So am I. The World Heavyweight title. But it's going to be mine, Bulldog, not yours. And how about you, Bret the Hitman Hart? You want to get a little bit of a piece of this? You call yourself the Excellence Elimination. Well, the Eliminator in 2K BattleGrounds calls himself the Excellence of Elimination. The Excellence of Execution versus the Excellence of Elimination. That will be fine. How about Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Natalia? You two want a piece? Father-daughter want a piece of me? I know the ladies have been tough. Let me talk about the ladies, for instance. Alright? Let's talk about the ladies, for instance, as well. You got Becky Lynch, the man. Baxter, you better be ready to bring it. Bailey, you got a big mouth, and I can shut it real quick. How about you, Asuka? People say, is anybody ready for Asuka? The Eliminator will be ready for Asuka in 2K Battlegrounds. Charlotte Flair, you call yourself the Queen? Well, guess what? You'll be ranked down back to a princess. And Carmella, you're the princess of Staten Island. Well, guess what? Got 2 words. Yankees suck. You may be a Massachusetts native, but you can stay there in Staten Island. Because you're not going to be feeling that fabulous. Mickie James. You may be crazy at times. Guess what? You better be ready to bring it. Let's see who else is in the game. Who else is in the game? We'll see what we have here. Roddy Piper is in the game post-launch. Available post-launch. Hot Rod. You say when you have all the answers, I change the questions. So, son, when you have all the answers, I'm going to change the questions on you. And believe me, I'm going to drop you like a bad habit at 2K Battlegrounds. Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon. Dude. You're the boss, man. You have it all. You're a billionaire. But when I beat you in 2K Battlegrounds, you're going to go bankrupt, son. Let's see. Let's see. Who can I get on? The Street Profits. Boys, I want to smoke, especially you, Montez, for you're one of the best athletes in the WWE today. 2K Battlegrounds, when I show up there, the Eliminator, you better be ready, be prepared to be in part of the neighborhood, my friend. Doink the Clown. You like pulling practical jokes? You know, putting kick me signs and pulling people's pants down? Let me tell you something right now. I'll be ready for you. Ultimate Warrior, Vader, everybody. 2K. Rhea Ripley's going to be in the game. Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero, Ricky Steamboat, Goldberg. I can't wait to take you all on as the Eliminator in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Coming out for the Nintendo Switch, September the 18th. Edge, you're going to be part of that. You're going to be part of that release. And I can't wait, Edge. You may be returned. And you may totally reek of awesomeness. But you and Christian will be reeking hainosity when I get done with you. WWE 2K Battlegrounds for the Nintendo Switch coming out September the 18th. I hope you guys are going to bring it, because I know I will. And I'll be collecting titles like this. The Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And you better be ready to give it all you got. Because this championship, I ain't backing down from nobody. And if I decide to create MJF in the game, I'll pound his face in too. You never know. And you know what? I'll be the one better than him. And he knows it. The Eliminator is coming to 2K Battlegrounds on the Nintendo Switch as a creator wrestler, because I'm going to create him. All the superstars better be ready for the Eliminator, because if they're not, they're going to go off the air. Welcome to the neighborhood. This is the gospel according to the Eliminator, Eric Lima. What do you guys think? That's a good promo, huh? It's for 2K Battlegrounds. Coming out for the Nintendo Switch next week, next Friday, September 18th. For Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4. I'm looking forward to it and creating my character, the Eliminator. If we're going to cut a good promo like him, I'm looking forward to it. Okay? And I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And episode 842 of EML77 TV is complete. All right? I'll see you guys in episode 843. Peace.